այն պատժամիջոցները, որոնք Ռուսաստանի նկատմամբ կիրառվում են, դրանց 9-րդ տալիքը դեռ Հայաստան չի հասել։
The ninth wave of the sanctions being imposed on Russia has not reached Armenia yet. We will be gradually feeling the difficulties because we are so economically dependent on Russia that the difficulties facing Russia will definitely have an impact on us in terms of economy. Second, since Russia continues with its policy of aggression, the escalation will grow, and there will be more complicated security issues. It is obvious that Armenia needs to actively change its foreign policy orientation, which can't remain unchanged. We can't continue the false policy of complementarianism of the past 30 years. Can we make drastic changes in these conditions? No, of course we can't make drastic changes. Nobody is demanding drastic changes. But there is clearly a need to change the vector. The National Democratic Alliance constantly talks about the need to change the vector. The National Democratic Alliance says that we need to clearly state which camp we belong to. In this world that is being newly formed, will Armenia move towards the bottom with the drowning ship, the empire that is returning to totalitarianism, or will it move towards the camp of civilized nations, the family that is referred to as the European family? We should not prepare our people for some false peace which will lead to uncertainty. I would like to see peace, but we also need to be ready for war in order to achieve peace. Are they really telling our people that they need to have command of all the elements of defense? Have you noticed any action taken to let the people know about the shelters in Yerevan or other cities and villages in Armenia? We saw the situation that an enormous country with a population of 40 million found itself in. Are people in Armenia preparing in any way? If the people prepared, the enemy would see that we are ready to defend our country with teeth and nails. Here we have raised our hands. And does this mean that we have to move in whichever direction the wind blows? In that case, what happened to the skills of a captain of a ship? Of course, I have no expectations from the incumbent authorities, but I believe our people are still naive and still have expectations. It is clear that those expectations are not going to be met. It is clear that if our people fail to self-organize, time itself and the possible force majeure will probably make us wish to live in the dark and cold years in Armenia, because in those years, the West was organizing land lease for Armenia, there was petrol from US aid. This time, this will not be the case if our people don't realize that we must get ready for such situations. There will be difficulties, but if we at least have the right foreign policy orientation, our country will be able to have hope to receive strong support from the West.
Բաժանորդագրվեք Ազգային-Ժողովրդավարական Բևեռի YouTube-յան ալիքին։